Ranked just got some surprise changes, and also the next Legends upgrade, or even rework if we're lucky, has been officially teased, and we've got a bit of a hint, and a lot of people were hoping for this Legend to get an upgrade. It's gonna be exciting. But starting off on the rank changes, because these went active yesterday, so you will be suffering or not suffering these right now, depends how you take them, because they are pretty controversial. Respawn made a post called Season 26 Ranked Matchmaking Test, and in this blog they said, as part of our ongoing efforts to improve matchmaking in Apex, it's time for another round of ranked matchmaking testing. Starting today, which was yesterday, Master players and above can now only matchmake with Diamond players and other Master and Predator players, meaning Masters and Predators cannot physically get into lobbies lower than Diamond, so if you're in Plat and Gold you won't be encountering these people. Respawn continued by saying, at the end of the previous season, our test of limiting Master players to only match with Diamond 1 players was received positively, and positively impacted the queue experience of most players. However, our last test resulted in some players not being able to find a match in reasonable time due to shifting population levels in Master and Diamond 1 players for their region, platform and time of day. And if you're not aware, these issues were mostly encountered by our friends down under, so clearly Respawn want to expand it from Diamond 1 to full Diamond so people don't experience queuing issues, but Masters and Predators are kept in their own little containment. Respawn continue by saying it goes against the core of our matchmaking philosophy to purposefully create scenarios where certain players face challenges finding matches within a reasonable amount of time. Sometimes this can happen due to things outside of our control, but we strive to create rules where everyone will eventually find a match. So basically Respawn are saying they weren't too happy with their last ranked matchmaking test because it did put some players in a position where it took ages to queue, and they don't want to deliberately do that to some players just to make the experience of others better. Respawn said, despite positive results, we held off on implementing another test for Diamond and Master players with our Season 26 rank tuning, and the introduction of drop zones resulting in fewer players in Diamond and above, shown in the graphs below. And as we can see from the graphs below that Respawn were talking about, in Season 25, the most common rank was Diamond 4. You can see tons of players are in Diamond 4. But if we switch over to this season, the most popular rank right now is Gold 3, which is pretty surprising. So if you were Diamond last season and are Gold now, you've not actually lost skill, just the rank distribution has changed a bit and the average player's rank has also changed a bit. Respawn then say, the above graphs show what the populations look like 3 weeks before the end of each season. This is also why the design decision was made to expand matchmaking restrictions for Master players to all of Diamond, instead of just Diamond 1, as the total combined population of Diamond is now enough to support this change. We've also heard feedback from players that the difference between Master and Platinum players is too wide of a skill gap to be in the same lobby, but matching with Diamond players more consistently meets your expectations. We will continue to explore options on how to best approach mid-season matchmaking when we have moderate populations of Masters and above, but not enough to create hard restrictions. To that end, in Season 27 Split 1 and at the start of Split 2, Master and Predator players will still be able to match with high tier Plat players. After the test is over, we will share a follow-up blog. So essentially, from now on until the end of Season 26, so only a few more weeks, Master and Pred players are only allowed in lobbies that consist of Master players, Pred players, and also Diamond players. And of course, once again, I must say, this is a change that has been applied to the game, but it's only temporary and a test. There was a bit of a backlash in the replies. A lot of people say Preds should only play against Masters and Preds, and some say you've taken a step backwards with this change, and Diamond 4s should not be matched against Pred stacks, while other people do think it's an improvement from the last ranked test, but not enough. This is controversial, but Respawn are not making rash decisions and are doing proper tests to find out the best approach. So I have faith, but unfortunately, if you are a Diamond right now, you might be put through a tiny little bit of torture. But there's nothing wrong with a bit of torture, right? Also, over on the Apex Twitter, they did something a lot more people will be able to relate to. They dropped a teaser for next season, and more specifically, a teaser for the legend changes. Now, in earlier videos, I did theorize that Valkyrie would be the one getting a mini rework in Season 27, and this all but confirms it, as Respawn made a post saying, read all about it. Local legend causes scene at Solace Dive Bar. What does this mean for Valkyrie's next foray into the Apex games? With this image. Yeah, she is absolutely thrashing somebody. But the juicy bits are in the details, of course. If we read a bit closer into the post, it says, Mayday, Mayday, rarely do we hear our favourite Apex legends getting into something as pedestrian as a bar fight, but that's exactly what happened last night. Footage was taken at a humble local tavern of Kaimi and Mahara, aka Valkyrie, trading blows with an allegedly mouthy patron that had been disturbing the peace. But to our shock, this wasn't just any patron, this was Francis of the popular weapons modding group, the Sisters. Oh my god, more Big Sister lore. This is crazy. Respawn are definitely gearing up to bring Big Sister back into the lore, and maybe as a legend. This is huge. This teaser continues by saying, patrons told us at the OTV Entertainment it was quite the fight, which ended with Francis taking a pool cue to the face and running from the bar with her tail tucked between her legs. We caught up with Valkyrie after the fight was over. How did she end up in such a predicament? Was she perhaps seeking an outlet for her anger over her split with the legend Loba? Wasn't me in the footage, but if it was, I would have been stepping in for a friend, Imahara said of the fight. Wouldn't be out there taking punches otherwise. When we asked what had brought her out that night, she told us, this is the big part, she was killing time while upgrades were being done to her jetpack. Imahara was eager to dish about them. If you think I flew fast before, well, you're not gonna wanna blink when you next see me in the ring. Now, if this is not teasing a Valkyrie buff or even a rework if we're looking next season, I do not know what to say. If you remember, a few days ago, I reconstructed a teaser that showed something new on Valkyrie's back, so maybe this is her jetpack upgrade. We'll have to see, but I personally can't wait. The teaser finishes by saying, but while she was excited about her new gear, things outside the Apex games may not be going her way. She says, my personal life is none of your damn business. She snapped at us. Yikes, touchy. So fans might want to cheer extra hard for Valkyrie in the next match. It sounds like she could use the support. Well done to Respawn, you really encapsulated the ignorance of a true celebrity journalist. But this does confirm, well, at least pretty much, some Valkyrie changes. Absolutely awesome. Also, the recent mentions of gangs on Solace and also the Sisters gang does make me feel more and more like Big Sister is going to be a legend in the future. And I'm not going to lie, if at least 2 legends from this video I made last week about potential future legends come to the game, I will be happy. And honestly, I'm still betting hard on Big Sister and Blisk being the most likely 2 next legends. I'm very excited for the future of Apex. And honestly, as much as I'm excited about a Valkyrie buff, I'm more excited about the recent new mentions of Blisk and Big Sister. Hopefully this video ages well, and if you want to watch it, it's in the description. Also, if you're going to prepare for Season 27 by buying some Apex coins, use code GRRT on the checkout on the EA app or the Apex web store, where you can buy cross-platform coins, because it massively helps. And also you can use my code on pretty much anything on the EA app. Somebody buys the Sims DLC using my code, so be a legend like that.